Because who wants to like watch somebody line their lips and do all that jazz? No one. Hey y'all, so just wanted to do a quick like get ready with me video. I'm literally sitting in my closet, as you can see behind me. I am using my new Reiki light. So you probably saw on one of my Instagram stories or something that I did end up purchasing. Actually, I didn't purchase it, my husband did for me as a gift, a Reiki light. So it's the Reiki Skinny by Glamcore. I'll post it on my stories or somewhere. Sorry, I'm just like wearing this top as I get ready. I don't like to like wear clothes while I'm getting like my makeup done. I know that sounds nuts, or while I'm doing my makeup. I like to just be comfortable in a t-shirt or something like that. And then after I'm done with my makeup, I get dressed and then do my hair and all this jazz, because this hair is struggle city right now. I just used the Dewy setting, or excuse me, gosh, primer. I can't even talk today, like, you know, by Wet n Wild. I swear by this. I think it's a good dupe for a Luna and Aster one that I used to wear or use. I'm gonna let that set. So we're gonna start today with the Fenty Eavesdrop. So these are things I've raved about these. Love, love, love them. They are the Fenty Eavesdrop. It's a blurring skin tint. I do shake it very well. I have the shade 6. It is a little light for me. I probably could go darker. But y'all, this is my new obsession. Y'all know I love my Wet n Wild skin tint. But this is like everything. So I'm just going to go in with my Beauty blender here. And again, I know it looks like I'm like absolutely beating the crap out of my face when I'm doing this, but guys, I swear I'm not. I'm just doing a light pounce. So you see that I probably could go a shade higher, especially since summer's coming. I'll probably order some more, but I cannot say enough good stuff about this. It's like a second skin. Now, it is not full coverage. If you're a full coverage girl, could you possibly make it full coverage? Yes. But it really feels like nothing on your skin. Sorry, I'm gonna look in my mirror here to be sure. But it just gives the ever so slightest like glow, and just like second skin. Like, I love it. It's just fantastic. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Rms Beauty. This is the Uncover Up. I talked about this in another video I did. This is just how I do my under eyes. I have a lot of purple under eye, so I use this first to really kind of cancel it out because it has a little bit of a yellowish tint. I just use my finger to kind of rub and then lightly dab. Always use your ring finger. It is the lightest finger on that skin for your under eye. It tends to, what am I trying to say? It puts the least amount of pressure on that skin under your under eye. And then next I'm going to go in with a concealer, and it is going to be my Luna and Aster. It is a brightening concealer. I have it in the shade Fair. I do like a lighter concealer, so I'm going to put a little there, and a little here, and then a little out here, just a little. And then I'm going to put it down the center of my nose. I find that putting concealer down the center of your nose really helps keep your foundation on. So that's why I do it. And then I'm going to be looking into, I have my little Laura Lee handheld mirror. And just press that into the skin. I'm using that same Beauty blender. So a lot of people used to do the triangle under the eye. I don't do that any longer. I found that it got way too much concealer on me. And, you know, I have fine lines now for my eyes. So I don't want it to be cakey, creased, all that stuff. So, okay, so apply that, have it looking good. Next, I'm going to go in with a brightening item. Is also by Luna and Aster. And this is pretty much everything I did in the other video. I do have a few new like little routines that I'm doing. I do 3 dots. This is a pink color. So it really does brighten that under eye. I love it. It just kind of adds to it. And then I take the pointy side of my Beauty blender and go in with that. Same under this eye. But it really does brighten that under eye. And now I'm going to set it So I'm going to use the Mercier Eye Brightening Powder. This, I actually have had this little container since September. I actually got it for like a gift card I had for my birthday. And it's lasted this long. So it's a small container and it's $28. So you think, like, is it worth it? But it's lasted that long. I'm going to use my Laura Lee sponge. I use it dry. Okay, so people are probably like, what? I use the pointy side. And yes, it looks like a lot, but just trust the process. I don't really bake with this because this is not like a baking powder, but I do put a good bit on under the eye. Again, I use the powder, excuse me, not the powder. I use the sponge dry. I don't know, I just don't like a wet sponge. Guys, really, the talking is a struggle today. I don't like a wet sponge with powder. I don't know why so many people love it. It's just not for me, and that's okay. Next, I'm going to go in, now this is something new. It's the Revlon Candid. I used to use the Fenty, like, lavender powder. This stuff, y'all, it's good. Casey Holmes, if you follow her, she used it in a video. And she says, I've never used the Peach Perfect, but she says it is a dupe for the Peach Perfect powder by Too Faced. So I put it a little bit on the end of this, and I'm going to do my forehead, down my nose, laugh lines, and a little around here. And that's all I do with this powder. It is a matte powder, so I just do it to set my forehead. I'm going to get a little bit more down my nose and between my eyebrows. Laugh lines. And you just see I'm kind of like sporadic with it here. And this is kind of like a fast little tutorial today. Nothing crazy. Sorry, I was like looking at my nose. It just didn't look right. So that's all I put that, just right there. I will use it later though, so you'll see that. So I kind of just set it aside. Then I'm going to go in with my cream contour. Now, before I used a cream stick by Wet n Wild, and actually I've changed to the Wet n Wild. It is the Photo Focus Concealer, just in a darker shade. So I'll show you how I do it. I dab 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is, y'all, a little goes a long way with this. So I just put it right there. Nothing crazy. Okay. And I do it high because I want everything to look lifted. Like I want to look, you know, all lifted up. So again, I'm just going to blend that out. And it's going to look a little like, ooh, red at first, or like a darker, and you're going to be like, oh my God, but it blends out beautifully. I think it's like $4 a tube. So very inexpensive and great. To me, it would rival like a, you know, a more high end. So see, I'm just going to kind of blend this out here. I know I said in my other video that I like to do the cream products, set them, and then go on top of powder. And that's kind of a Scott Barnes trick that I learned. He is J-Lo's makeup artist. He's amazing. But again, we're just going to blend that out. So you see it's going to just give a nice definition. And I'll kind of just go over the top of it and blend it over that powder that's already there. You see, it just gives like a nice... Sorry, I'm like a blender. Like, I want everything to be blended. Okay, so that's blended out. So now I'm going to take my Mercier, no, Hourglass. This is same powder I used last video. Sorry, I'm grabbing my brushes. That's why that's kind of over there. And I swirl these all together, okay? Kind of tap off the excess and just go in. And this is just going to kind of set it. This does have like a dew to it. It's not a sparkly, shimmery or anything like that. But it does just give your skin that like look of like airbrush perfection with still allowing that dewiness to show through. See what I mean? Like you can still see like that dewiness there. Okay, so next I'm going to do a little contour on my nose here. And then we will do bronzer and blush and all that. So this is the shade Light by Kat Von D, same as last time. I just come down the center of the nose, or not the center of the nose, sides of the nose. So you can already see like how much different that looks. And then this side. And then I take it across my nose like this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And then I'm going to take another brush, dip it in the like highlighter part, and then I'm going to just use that to blend this out, if you can see. And then I go across the top of my nose. This is a very fine powder. It's a beautiful powder. Today I'm not going to like chisel out my cheeks or anything like that. I'm just going to do bronzer and stuff just like I normally would. Sorry, I keep looking at both you guys and the thing, so sorry. So next we're going to go in bronzer. I use the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. This is a Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. I have gone to using a smaller brush for my bronzer. I used to use like a huge brush, but I just have noticed that this gives me more of an exact application, and I like it better. And then I tap it on and then rub it in, or blend it in, rub it in, tap it on, and then blend in. This bronzer is just beautiful. It does have a shimmer. They do make one without a shimmer. And also, I'm kind of looking for a new bronzer. As you can see, I love this bronzer. And then I'm going to take it, kind of run it there, and then guys, I pull it down. So I go here, and then I pull down. But you know, this bronzer is just so beautiful. Sorry, I'm just going to look and make sure it looks okay in this. And it blends out beautifully. But if you have like a favorite bronzer, let me know. I'm always on the market for new stuff. You know, always checking out new things, new products. So the blush I'm going to use is an Rms Beauty blush. I think last time I was using a NARS blush. This is Pressed Blush in Lost Angel. It is beautiful. It's very similar to NARS Orgasm. Almost literally exact. So with my blush, I knock it off, and then I try to go up here, and then I'll hit the apples of my cheeks. Okay. I hope y'all don't hate on me for my plastic hangers. Okay, I like plastic hangers. I don't like the felt ones. We've purchased them. It's not my thing. I think my clothes stick to them. So yes, I use plastic hangers. So hate away. I like them. It's just is what it is. So I'm going to actually carve out a little bit of this with that Candid powder again. So again, this is the Revlon Candid. I'm going to take that Laura Lee sponge again. And I am going to use this. So I'm just going to go across the bottom like this. Just to kind of, I'm going to knot this away, so don't be like, oh my god, she's crazy. But just to kind of like carve out that cheek. Okay. And then we'll dust that away later. It's kind of like a small amount of baking. Guys, I'm so sorry for the clearing my throat. Like, I know how annoying that is, and I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have that done. I am actually going to go off camera to do my brows because no one wants to sit and watch me like tinker with my brows. So I'll be right back. Now I have brows. Now I didn't finish them. Every time, y'all. Every time. Just get this little right here. Okay, so I didn't finish my brows, and there's a reason, because I wanted to show you 2 products that I'm using that are new. So I still do the same. Actually 3 products. 3. So I still outline my brows. However, I changed this new Hourglass. It's the Hourglass Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil in Blonde. I love this. It is a little weird because it's probably hard for you guys to see. But it's kind of hard to see. But you see the tips like really thin. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not a pointy thin. It's like a flat thin. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I love it. Oh my gosh. It's just like a natural drawn on look. It's not like a heavy look. Love it. Then of course I fill in with my Anastasia brow powder, And now these are 2 other things that are new. So this is the Rodan and Fields. I don't know why nothing wants to, like, I don't know. It just doesn't want to focus. Anyways, the Rodan and Fields. This is their brow defining boost. I like this. I know their products. People love them, hate them. I don't care. I mean, just don't be like, oh my God, you use this, you use that. I don't care, because you know how I am. I'm an advocate of what works for you, works for you. What works for me, works for me. If it works for both of us, then hallelujah, praise the Lord. If not, life is okay. We will all survive. So, I have this in the light color. I use it on the front to kind of set. So, I hope you guys can see that. So, I go in here and just like add it, and it really does give like that fiber texture, and kind of add a little bit. So you can see just with that, like, look at the difference in the brow. It really does, like, whew, do it, kind of like flip them up. So then I rotate. Sorry, I put the mirror in front of you guys, sorry. And if you mess up with this, you literally can just like wipe it away. But I'm into like the kind of laminated bushy brow look. It's hard for me to get that look because I don't have any brows, but I'm trying my hardest, y'all. Then the second thing is, I think last time I was using like a NYX eyebrow gel. It just didn't cut it, guys. It did not cut it. I needed something different. So I have the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This stuff, I used to use it in the past. Now I should just know. Like, when you have those products that no matter what, they just work for you. This is it. So I went back and purchased some of it. It is pricier. I mean, I want to say it's $22 a tube, but this tube lasts forever, and I'll show you what I love about it. It has like these little tiny little comb-like things. Oh, so good. And it holds your brows, y'all. Like, locks them into place. So then I'm going to take that and kind of finish the rest of the brow. I try, again, y'all know I don't have any brow hair, so I have to do what I can. I try to pull them up, kind of over like that. I like the look if it's out of place. Like, I'm not mad about that, because like you can see this one's like sticking up, but I'm not mad about it because that's the way brows are like in right now. It's not like the perfect Insta brow, which everybody was like, ooh, like Sharpie. But, I mean, I do have to draw mine on a little bit. I do still have some of that Instagram vibe just because I have no brows. Especially on this eye, like my left eye, y'all, like they just didn't grow back. I was so excited. I thought that this was really, my chance to get some bushy brows after going through chemo, and did not happen. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. Yeah, I'll go ahead and highlight. I was like, do I want to highlight or not? This is the Rms Beauty. This is not necessarily a highlighter. However, I would never use this as a powder because it is glowy. So this is their illuminating powder and Grand Dame. Yes. Then I just use a Sephora highlighting brush. This is an old brush. I've had it for years. I put it in, tap off, and I just do like the high parts here. I don't bring it all the way down because I just don't like that. I do put a little on my forehead, and y'all, yes, I do the tip of my nose. I don't like doing down my nose because I don't like for my nose to look oily. So, shadow. Sorry, I keep like getting all up in your business, then backing up. Oh, while we're doing that, I need to brush this away. Ooh. So I'm just going to take this brush here. See? Boom, gone. This is a Laura Lee brush. Y'all know how I feel about Laura Lee. It's her L13. It just works for me to simply go in there, not that away, not that away. I mean, but look at that glow that powder gives, guys. I'm rave about this. I've tried two, and it is a clean beauty product. We're going in with this Colorboard. Do I have it upside down? Oh my God. Colorboard. This is by Beauty Glazed. This came from Amazon, and I shared it in the Amazon haul. I'm into like this summer doing like bright, just one colors on the eyelid. I just think it's fun. I think you can do the matchy if you want. I'm not against that. Some people are like, oh, you shouldn't match it to your clothes. Whatever. Again, do what you want to do. This is just fun. I mean, guys, look at this. Look at all these shadows and stuff. And today I'm really feeling like a lavender. I don't know why, but I'm feeling it. So let's do it. So I'll kind of show you guys how I do it. Before this, there's really, oh, actually there is. Perfect. So in this palette here, I'm going to go in with this one on the green here. And guys, there's no colors on this. This thing was $14. It is apparently like a TikTok sensation. I don't know. I don't have TikTok, so I wouldn't know. But I'm just going to take this, and I do like to go all over my lid. Usually I do my brows after, but I didn't want y'all to have to sit and, you know, look at me with my crazy no brow look any longer. So I just put this all over. It just kind of gives a nice powder. I don't use an eyeshadow primer. Used to in the past. I was like obsessed with them. You know, couldn't live without them. I mean, I think if you set your eye and your face is well moisturized, then you really don't have to. It's up to you, but that's the way I feel. Now, I'm going to go in with a very, like, similar brush. This is an old, when I say old Sephora, like 5 years old brush. And then I'm going to put this one color all over my lid first, and then we're going to kind of bring it out. Now, this could be a total disaster, or it could look amazing. So I have in the past done like a pink or something like that. So I'm going in, okay, now there's not much color payoff. Like, I'm like going in there. We're about to see. I'm still going to tap the excess off because you just don't want it too crazy. And I'm going to use this mirror. Hopefully y'all can see me. And again, I'm just going to, okay, I mean, okay, I swirled my brush in it. Much better, okay. So, I just want a nice, like, purple wash anyway. Can you see that? So I kind of, like, pack it on the lid. I'm not going to tap it off this time, just because, there we go. Oh, and that's a really pretty, like, if you're just wanting, like, a lavender, that's pretty. Again, going back in. And guys, if I get my use out of this palette this summer, like, it was worth it, you know? Like, if I use it a few times, like, that's pretty. Okay, okay. Going back in with it again on the other eye. Again, just using this flat brush to just put it all over the lid. That's all I'm doing with this brush. The lid only. Kind of can bring it into your crease a little bit, but I'm just keeping it, you know, right here, packed on the lid. I need to get a different brush for this because I think it would work better. This one's a little too fluffy for just like packing on the lid. So I might get like an elf brush or something like that. They have great brushes for the price. Pack it on the lid, pack it on the lid. So we have our lids done. Like, ooh, isn't that pretty? Just like a summery moment. Now, I'm going to take a more like pointed brush and dip it back in that same color. Tap it off. And then I am going to go into the crease here. And then start to pull it up a little bit. So again, nothing crazy. Just pulling it up a little bit. Like, I don't want, like, my entire eyelid covered with this color. Like, you know what I mean. Not eyelid, my entire eye socket. Socket? Is that the right word? I don't know. But I just want to pull it up a little bit. Like, I don't want to get too crazy with it. I just want it to be a nice, you know, color on the eyes. Ooh, yes. I actually really like it. If you're not into this, you're not into it. Ah, see, I like it. Now I'm going to blend the edges out. Don't be like, oh my gosh. I'm going to blend it out. Don't you worry. But see? I like it. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little flat brush here. And I'm going to do that same. I'm doing literally the same color, y'all. Like, I'm sorry I look down like that. I'm looking at the palette below me. And then I'm going to take it up under my under eye. This is probably not a flattering shot of me looking down like that. Sorry. Because the other day I did this look with like a pink. And I decided not to do my under eye. And it just, it didn't look bad. But I just like the under eye to like pull it all together. You can do whatever color you can. So I am, however, going to use one other color. I just now thought about that to line my eyes. So where is my pencil? Oh, it's on the floor. I'm all over the place today. So I'm going to take, so this is the color we just used. I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to get like one shade darker and do my liner. So I like to line my top lid. Now that does give a lot of payoff there. Just with a, you know, deeper color. And I get this close to the lash line. Now I don't go all the way in. I don't know if you can see, guys. Sorry. You see? Just gives a little bit of depth. Just a little bit. And now there was some fallout. Can you see it right there? We'll dust that away. I have another brush for that. This brush here. A lot of people do their, especially if you're using like very bold colors, they'll do their shadow before. So I didn't. Again, same color. I'm going to do the other eye. Now I am going to do my waterline. That looks so filthy. Oh my God. Sorry. It's not filthy. It's just when the top goes on and off, it kind of messes it up. This is the Luna Naster Black Gel Liner. I am going to do my waterline. I'll probably look crazy. Forgive me. I do this to really mesh. See, that makes a difference. Look at this eye versus that one. It really meshes those lashes together. Again, sorry if I look crazy, but it just really brings it together. Okay, guys. So that's really all I'm going to do on my eyes. Besides, I'm going to take a stiff brush and I'm going to go over just the edges. Just helps just the edges now. You'll see that it helps blend all that out. See, and it doesn't look as like harsh, but it looks really good. Okay, I'm gonna go do my mascara and then I'll be back and do my favorite lips products. Be right back. So I'm back. I ended up just going ahead and doing my lips because who wants to like watch somebody line their lips and do all that jazz? No one. So what I will share though is this lip combo. I've shared it 200 times. I love it. It's my go-to for the summer, maybe for like the rest of my life. Who knows? It is the NYX Lip Pencil in Natural. The best. Okay. I keep putting things the wrong way. Topped with this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Ice. Both of these are actually on my Instagram page under Amazon. So like on my highlights, I have Amazon and that's all the things that like I love, rave from Amazon. And then setting spray, I use this ColourPop Pretty Fresh. It has hyaluronic acid in it and this is my, I want to say third bottle of this. I love it. I really do think it makes like a difference in the skin. I'm not crazy about like the dewy setting sprays because they tend to make you almost look wet. So that's why I like this, is because it still gives the dew without it just looking like, oh my God, did she just get out of the shower with her makeup on look, you know? So, but I really do kind of like the look. It's just a fun with the purple, everything. How do I feel about it? I feel like it's great for the price. If you're wanting just some fun colors that you can just pop on your eye and go, this is fun. I mean, guys, I think makeup should always be fun. I don't think it has to always be so neutral colors and this and that. I think that that's the fun in makeup, if it's art on your face. So, I hope y'all like this. I'm gonna go and do something with this hair now. Guys, I really do wear my hair differently than this, but no, I'm a mom. I have a little one, and in the mornings, this is the easiest way to do it. Yank it up, do the makeup, and then do your work for the day. So, guys, thank you again for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Go follow me over on Instagram, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye!